Hey weeknight wine friends, I have got a super wine for tonight, tomorrow night, any weeknight, or this weekend when we've got both Derby Day and Labor Day coming up. So it's Vino Verde from Portugal, and it is so interesting. I'm going to share with you a few facts that you may not know about this lovely, light, crisp, and refreshing wine. First of all, it's from Portugal, and it's from the very tippy top of Portugal, right up here. And the same kind of a valley or area as port, but it's very different. It's typically a blend of 5 or so indigenous white grape varieties. Now you can find Vino Verde in rosé or red, but you're gonna most often find it and enjoy it in white. So this is a grocery store wine. It's only about $10, yay. And it's also light in alcohol, typically somewhere between 8 and 11% alcohol. So that means it's not going to blow you away on a hot afternoon. So Vino Verde means green wine, but it refers to young wine actually. This is typically made and sold between 3 and 6 months after fermentation. So it's not an aged wine, and you need to get a 2019, since this is 2020, a 2019 Vino Verde and drink it soon because it does not age. Vino Verde is grown in this area in the top of Portugal on typically pergola systems. So we know what a pergola is. That's something that we usually sit underneath when we're sitting outside, but in the past, they used to grow the Vino Verde grapes, the Alvarinho or Loureiro, on pergola so they could grow vegetables underneath. Isn't that cool? And it's been around since Roman times. Pliny the Elder even mentioned it. So this is an ancient wine that is still good today. So let's go ahead and taste this wine. When you pour it, you're gonna notice that there's a little bit of spritzy spritz fizz going on here, and that is traditional. Traditionally, the wine was made, and when it was bottled, there was a little natural fermentation, a little spritz from the natural fermentation. Today, not so much. They don't have to do that, so the winemakers typically put in a little bit of CO2, carbon dioxide, which just makes it more crisp and refreshing. And they found that most consumers identified that with the Vino Verde and liked it too. So I'm gonna go ahead and look at the color of this wine. And when I look at the color, I wanna put it up against something white so I can see the exact color. And this looks like one of those good wine words for color in white wine, and that is straw. Straw, this color. Hay is a rich golden color. So first of all, I'm gonna go ahead and smell it. Oh my gosh, smells like peaches to me and something tropical, maybe like mangoes. Oh, when I taste it, I get good acidity, that same peach and mango taste in my mouth, and it's super light bodied, which makes me want to go in for another sip, which is not a bad thing, right? Okay, so what do I eat with this Vino Verde? This weekend, or even tonight, it's great to have with salad as an appetizer, and my favorite cheese, my favorite cheese pairing is in my cookbook. I actually recommended Vino Verde 3 different times because it's such a good food pairing, light wine that goes with lots of different salady, veggies, seafood things. But my favorite cheese pairing is actually this one. And not particularly this recipe, although I love this recipe. These are those little peppers, but they're stuffed with goat cheese and herbs. Yum, be perfect appetizer for this weekend. And it's also with, I mean, just goat cheese would be a great pairing with the Vino Verde. So, Vino Verde, about $10 in the grocery store. It's light, it's fresh, it's cheap, it's cheerful. Great for a weeknight, super for the weekend. I hope you enjoy the Vino Verde. Hope you have a great weekend, and I'll be back next week with another weeknight wine.